Welcome to my spare room slash office slash library. This is where I do my freelance editing work with my little morale officers. This is Trent Park, Stanley's cousin, and Totoro. And yeah, this is where most of our books are kept. And the reason that we are here today is that I found a really cool challenge when I was watching a video from Louise over on Foxes and Fairy Tales, which is the Do I Have That Book challenge, where there are 20 prompts and you have to figure out whether you have a book on the shelves that fits the prompts. It's meant to be timed. It's a how fast can you find the books challenge from Tabby at Keeping Tabs, but I am not going to do the timed version. I have pre-prepared. I am admitting, because if we were doing it the timed version, we'd be here all day. So let's get to it. The first prompt: do I have a book with deckled edges? No. Number 2, 3+ people on the cover. I originally thought that I was going to use the annotated Dragonlance Chronicles for this. But it's only got two humans. It's got 2 humans and a dragon, but I'm not actually counting that one. But we have quite a lot of Terry Pratchett on the shelves, and they pretty much all will have many. So I picked Weird Sisters, lots of different people on the cover there. So that's one down. Oh, this is going to be a nightmare. I'm just going to have to reshelve all these books afterwards. But anyway, number 3, something based on another fictional story. So don't actually know where this book is, which is a bit of a problem. We have the Lydia Bennet one. Give me a second. I have not checked where that book is. Here we go. It was staring me in the face. The Epic Adventures of Lydia Bennet, which is a book spin-off from the Lizzie Bennet Diaries, which is a web series based on Pride and Prejudice. So there you go. Number 4, a title that is 10 letters long. This is one of the ones that took me a while to find, although I do have a couple, because I have a shelf over here which has got all of the books that have stories that I have contributed to, and Apocalypse is right there. But I don't know whether that counts. I mean, of course it does, but anyway. We also have, behind the Don't Be Boxer reminder, Microsurfs by Douglas Copeland, which is also 10 letters. Number 5, a book that starts and ends with the same letter, the title. And I'm going with The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers, one of the best books I have ever read. Big favourite for both me and my husband. So that's that one. Number 6, mass market paperbacks. Yeah, we have a lot of mass market paperbacks. The Peter F. Hamilton, and also the Mercedes Lackey. So I think I definitely fulfill that one. Someone who writes under a pen name. I picked one off my TBR shelf for this. Nikki French, Blue Monday. Nikki French is a husband and wife team, so that's definitely a pseudonym. Looking forward to getting to that at some point. Number 8, a character in the title, fairly easy one. I have all my Jane Austen, so Emma is right there. There's very few books I have in nice editions, but I have the Everyman's Library editions of Jane Austen, so Emma fulfills that one. Number 9, a book with 2 maps. Louise over on Foxes and Fairy Tales used Priory of the Orange Tree for this, and I was trying to find one that was different. I've got A Day of Fallen Night, which is the prequel, which is in the other room because it's on Dave's TBR shelf, but I am going to go for Priory of the Orange Tree because it's the easiest answer. Couldn't find another one with more than 1 map in. There you go, we have one big map there. and another map on the next page. That one's going to have to go on the reshelving pile. So next up was a book that has a TV show adapted from it, back to the Jane Austen, Pride and Prejudice. I hate the BBC TV show of Pride and Prejudice. Not going to go into that now, but absolutely hate it. But it has now proved useful because there it is, Pride and Prejudice, for number 10. For number 11 is an author who's famous for something else, and I am going with Hank Green, who wrote An Absolutely Remarkable Thing, and also A Beautifully Foolish Endeavour, because before he was an author, he was well known on the internet and for doing other things like VidCon and SciShow and that kind of stuff. Number 12, Clock on the Cover. This one was the one that took me the longest because I don't know what's on the covers of all of these books, but I did find one in the end. I thought this was going to be one that I couldn't do, but Barchester Towers just about has a clock on the cover. It does have a clock on the cover, so yeah. Barchester Towers, Anthony Trollope. Thank you, Mr. Trollope, for helping me with that one. 13, poetry. Do have a couple. Not a massive poetry reader, but I've got Robert Browning's poetical works. Also got some Byron. And I also have a poetry collection by Sophie Hannah, Leaving and Leaving You, which was published by this publishing company, Carcanet. And I was actually working there at the time when it was published, which is why I have a copy of that. Because I went to the launch party, which was quite fun. Very long time ago. 14, something with an award stamp. I did see one actually on Long Way. It's got the Arthur C. Clarke Award on it, but I can't use that for more than one prompt. So I did also find 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, Costa Book Awards winner 2018. Planning on rereading this one, Stuart Turton, 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. Excellent book. Looking forward to getting back to that. Next up, number 15, author with the same initials as me. Another one I wasn't sure I was going to be able to do, but then I remembered I have a copy of Bel Canto by Anne Patchett, who has the same initials as me. And yes, it's another one that I'm planning on rereading for my Reviews Revisited series at some point. Add her to the pile. Book of short stories. We should have some Ted Chiang. Where's the Ted Chiang? Oh, this could be a problem. I think I've lent, we do have two, we have Exhalation and we have Story of My Life and Your Life and Others by Ted Chiang. But I think I've lent them to somebody, so you're just going to have to take my word for it. We've also got Susanna Clarke's Ladies of Grace Adieu, but again, I think I've lent that to someone who wanted some recommendations of short stories. So we do own them, but they're not here right now. Number 17 is a book which is 500 to 510 pages long. This is another one where I did the prep beforehand and picked one from my TBR shelf, which is The Beloved Girls by Harriet Evans, which, if we look, oh, hang on. I did check. Yes, acknowledgements page. So that's the last page. Oh dear. Oh, it says 506, I promise. So yeah, that's another one from my TBR shelf that I am looking forward to reading. Number 18. Something with a movie adaptation, book that I reread recently for Reviews Revisited. World War Z by Max Brooks has a movie adaptation. I haven't seen it. I'm not planning on watching it. 19. A graphic novel. Do I have any graphic novels? Well, you tell me. Many, many graphic novels. Quite a lot of graphic novels. Amulet, very, very good series. Doing that full family book club this month. So yes, lots of graphic novels. And number 20 is a book by 2 or more authors. I'm going to do some shameless self-promotion because I have Meditations on Being Amazing, One Bear's Guide to Acknowledging Your Own Worth by me and Stanley the bear. So it's maybe a little bit of a cheat, but yes, Stanley is his own author. It's written in his voice. It's about building a better relationship with yourself. So if you think that sounds good, and if you like Stanley the bear, who hosts my videos normally, ooh, that was a good moment. Yes, please do go and find the book Meditations on Being Amazing by me and Stanley. So yes, there you go. That was my completion of the challenge from my relatively small library, and I got 19 out of 20 of the books. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.